Welcome back to the Saving Southampton career mode here on FIFA 23. Thank you very much for your support on episode number 1 yesterday. Hopefully you're enjoying the prospect of this save, and fingers crossed we can put some more points on the board today. I want to start today by saying thank you to Justin for joining the Patreon at the VIP tier. Very much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Those of you that are here on the second channel, if you aren't already subscribed to ChesnoidPlays, then do so, and you'll ensure that you don't miss out on any more of this save here on the second channel. If you're only a subscriber on this second channel, I do have a Youth Academy Road to Glory series on my main channel, which you'll find a link in the description to down below, which is Chesnoid Gaming. Same as my Twitter and my Twitch, etc. Of course, we stream everything live over on twitch.tv. So today, we've Forest, Leicester and Chelsea to build upon what we did yesterday in the Premier League. We'll also be simming the Carabao Cup game against West Ham, just as we did yesterday against Reading. Didn't start the season very well, but we picked up our first point against Crystal Palace, and we hope to maybe pick up our first victory at some point today if we possibly can. With some easier fixtures to begin the season, and then at some point crunch comes, and then you have Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United all in the space of a few weeks, including a game against Arsenal just for 3 days before the game against Liverpool. So we need to make up as many points as we can in these early stages so that we can allow for probable bad results in the not too distant future. If you're enjoying this save though and you're looking forward to more, then please do drop the video a like. It would very much help the content and myself as a creator. I'd very much appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to this and the main channel as well, and you won't miss out on any more FIFA 23 career mode stuff. I'm going to dive straight in, head to the City ground and play Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest with Keylor Navas in goal. Oye, Felipe, Niakate and Lodi the back four. Then a narrow 4-1-2-1-2. Oramangla and Remo Foyler sat behind Morgan Gibbs-White, with Taiwo Awoniyi and Emmanuel Dennis. Up top for them in that holding role is Danilo. You can see the strength they've got on the bench as well. We've recently used Nottingham Forest on FIFA 22. It's the first time actually that I'm playing at the City ground itself. Every other time that I've done a save against Nottingham Forest, or even with Nottingham Forest like last year, the ground hasn't been in the game. But now it is, so we can play at it for the very first time. Walker-Peters forward to Che Adams. Trying a quick turn there. Completely sent the defender. Looking for Onuachu, who to this point is the only man to score a goal for us. And he could have scored many more. He hit the bar against Tottenham. He's now hit the post against Nottingham Forest. Down the lane. I don't know why he said like that. Nicely to Onuachu. Looking for the run of Che Adams. Can he be the next man to score a goal? Oh my God! Why is everybody hitting the bar in this Southampton save? Onuachu's hit the bar twice this season, and now Che Adams has done the same. I could be 2-0 up in this game already. We're going to need to sharpen up with our finishing if we're going to ensure that we stay in the division. That's for damn sure. Free kick floated in. That's dangerous. Ooh, if Taiwo gets a better connection on that, then surely that's 1-0 Forest. I'm not even sure whether he got anything on it. It was very, very close. If he did, it just glanced off his forehead. We've hit the bar twice, but they very well could have been the first to take the lead there. Use Sulemana and then look to Livramento again. Che Adams again in a good position. Forest defenders getting back there. He's just wiped out his own teammate. And now Onuachu is in. Are you having a laugh? The bar twice and now the post. What is happening here at the City ground? This is outrageous. Sulemana round the outside, looking for Che Adams in the middle. Cleared away by the defence in our minimal time here at Southampton. It's a lovely run by Suleiman. It's terrible defensive marking. And Onuachu could be in. Looks to lift it over the goalkeeper, who does just enough. Keylor Navas still has a clean sheet. Somehow. Now Bella Kotchap's a long way out of position because I took him there. Gibbs-White with the option to play in. Taiwo Awoniyi. And the City ground erupts. They have now seen the ball cross the line at this end of the pitch. We struck the woodwork 3 times and they've scored. Sulemana has Livramento on the run. Look at the space for Che Adams in the middle and the man at the back post. Che Adams! Probably had the space there actually to bring that down. That's a little bit rushed on my part. If I'd have brought that down and then maybe perhaps tried to pick my spot, we might have found an equaliser. Adams could send through Onuachu here though. And Onuachu's in behind again. He's got Niakate with him. He's beaten him. But he can't beat the keeper. Oh, how's your luck? The own goal. The woodwork hit again, but it is to be a goal for Forest. For some reason, it's making me celebrate with Onuachu. Onuachu had the shot. It was well saved. It fell to Sulemano, hits the post. It then cannons off the feet of Keylor Navas and into the back of the net. It's definitely an own goal. There's not really much the keeper can do about that. But 4 times we've hit the woodwork now. And we've only got 1 goal to show for it. And we weren't the ones to even score it. Dennis, oh, he's just done enough to get that past Bella Kotchap, but Livramento's done nicely. Strike! Over the bar, just a pop shot from the edge of the box from Emmanuel Dennis, but it's not to be good enough. Gibbs White to Emmanuel Dennis. Well intercepted by Salisu. It's nicely done. Sulemanu might now look to stretch those legs and utilise that extra pace, which is going very well. And if I can find Che Adams at the back post, then surely... Oh, we win the game! Straight at the keeper. The quality of finishing from this Southampton side is just not there. Going to use the run here, actually. And El Yunusi can slot through Che Adams. Come on, Che. Come on. Onuachu! At last! Yes! The Saints might just be getting their 3 points today. Still, the only Southampton player to score a goal for the club this season, because the other goal was an own goal. Onuachu extends his goal-scoring tally for the season, and our points tally too. Ref, you can blow your whistle anytime you like, pal. There we go. 3 points in game number 1 is exactly the way we wanted to start today. Boos around the City ground, uncalled for, I think. We certainly were the better side, hitting the woodwork as many times as we did. And you can see that we were twice as creative as Nottingham Forest, and in the end, scored twice as many goals as well. That should get us out of the relegation zone now, but with 2 difficult ties left in the league this month against Leicester and Chelsea, they may be the only points that we get. Young Roman Brown has completed his positional change. Now, we saw what his stats were like. He's pretty monstrous physically at just 17 years of age. Came through as a centre-forward, but you can see from those stats there, with stand tackle of 71 and slide tackle of 69. He's certainly a centre-back, not a centre-forward. And as a centre-back, he's 75 rated. Let's get him trained. I think it's time that Roman Brown came up to the senior team, don't you? Do we start him? That would be the question now. He's actually higher rated than Bella Kotchap. Joleta Carr is a relatively new signing and is 25. They've got 23-year-old Salisu, 20-year-old Bella Kotchap, and now we have 17-year-old Roman Brown. And I think Brown has to start because of his quality and sheer ability to grow, I think, from there. He's going to be world class. Leicester City bring down to the south coast. Danny Ward in goal. Pereira, Wout-Faes, Johnny Evans and James Justin. And Didi and Yuri Tielemans, unsurprisingly, the 2 in the middle. With Pratt, Maddison and Harvey Barnes as the 3 behind Jamie Vardy, who leads the line for Leicester City today. Starting at centre-back for me for the first time. Newly crowned second highest rated centre-back at the club. Roman Brown next to Salisu. Adam Armstrong starts up top alongside Onuachu as well after Che Adams missed some very good opportunities in the last game. Maybe Adam Armstrong will have that finishing touch that Mr. Adams didn't. And Didi. Harvey Barnes. He's got runners around him. Yuri Tielemans tackled by Romeo Lavia is very good indeed. Salisu has the ball picked off his pocket though. And Wilfred Ndidi steals in to give Leicester a 1-0 lead. Just couldn't quite get it under control quickly enough there. Salisu. And indeed he's like, I'll have that, thank you. Off we go. Dinks it over the on-rushing Gavin Bazunu. And we are behind. Ward-Prowse into Livramento and Sulemana. He's just left James Justin for dead there. Right, come on Onuachu. Get on the end of this, please. Oh, James Ward-Prowse takes in his stride brilliantly. Cuts it back and Onuachu takes 10 years to actually swing a leg at it. He's so tall, the message from his brain didn't reach his feet quickly enough. Livramento, we expect to grow quite well at right back. Hoping that he does. He's going to have his work cut out this season, though, in that fullback role. James Ward-Prowse just couldn't get it under control enough to find a ball away. Pratt into James Maddison, who certainly can score goals, and has done. Leicester lead by 2-0 here at St Mary's. We might have won the last one. I don't think we'll be winning this one, do you? It's a lovely ball over the top to Harvey Barnes. He's pulled it back nicely to Tielemans. Oh, keeps. Bloody hell, Bazunu. Right down the line. Little dummy by Madison was nice, but... Oh, and he's turned Walker Peters with far too much ease for me there. Lovely ball back by Tielemans to Ndidi, and Bazunu makes the save, gobbles it up at the second attempt. It's under control, and we'll try and build and go the other way. Nice tackle by James Ward-Prowse. Vardy has gone for the give and go. And he has gotten to it. Bazunu's going over the line. Whoa, Gavin! Very nearly a third for Leicester, and game killed off. Oh, it's nicely by Vardy, just to a Kelechi past the feet of Salisu, who's going to get in the way of that one. We are not going to get anything from this one, even if we're somehow able to score a goal with this final attack of the game, which is something we've failed to do so far. We've barely even had shots in the game to this point. Onuachu will look for Sulemana here, who has support from Adam Armstrong, who misses the target. Oh yeah, he may well still lie on the floor with his head in his hands. That is to be a 2-0 defeat, unfortunately, against Leicester City, and quite frankly, a deserved defeat as well. We were not very good in that game. And with Chelsea next, I don't know as it's going to get any better. West Ham in the Carabao Cup. It may have been Reading in the previous round, which was pretty straightforward. West Ham is not that. Straightforward is not necessarily the way you presume a game against West Ham will go, although in real life they have been quite poor of late. They are able to get victory over us here. So we're out of the Carabao Cup, but let's be honest, in this first season, our sole focus is staying in the division. Mr. Gineppo, 5.3 million is significantly above valuation. An extra 600,000, although my chief executive reckons I could get up to 6.5, so we'll negotiate this a little bit. If you could give me 5.7, that'd be great. Extra £1 million. Mönchengladbach don't want to let it fall through. 5.7 million pounds is what we'll get. Chelsea line up with Edouard Mendy in goal. This is going to be the toughest test we've faced so far. Enzo Fernandez partners N'Golo Kante, and then midfield Raheem Sterling, Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic, with Joao Felix up top leading the line, although as a centre forward rather than an out and out striker. Without any shadow of doubt, the most difficult game we've faced so far. The Tottenham game was tough, but we played well in it, whereas we weren't great against Leicester at all. So we're going to have to see a marked improvement in performance levels if we're to get anything from Stamford Bridge. A couple of changes to the starting lineup as well. Jaleta Carr comes in at centre-back. Sekou Mara's actually starting. Oh, up top for me. But the one that's scoring the goals in the early stages is Raheem Sterling. That's 1-0 to the Blues. Havertz and N'Golo Kante. Christian Pulisic spins and races away at such pace. But on his left foot, he doesn't have the finish or even close to a finish and blazes over the bar. Nice little reverse ball to Pulisic again. Joao Felix in behind. Oh, Reece James with a wonderful diving header to give Chelsea a second goal. That's pure quality from the Blues there, and unfortunately we're going to find ourselves trailing by 2 against the team in blue and white for the second time today. Forward to Joao Felix, and then movement Chelsea has been second to none so far. That's what we're really struggling with the most. There's always someone, somewhere, waiting to receive the ball. No better example. Oh, Gavin Bazunu. That's really poor. No better example than their second goal, with Reece James sneaking in round the back. But that wasn't a spectacular strike by Enzo. It was just terrible goalkeeping. That is, from the first angle at least, straight at him as far as I can tell. He really should be doing better with that. He really should be doing better with that. I think Gavin Bazunu might just have walked himself out of our starting 11. That's not great. N'Golo Kante. Livramento trying to keep up with a small man who's beat me. No! It's 4-0 to Chelsea in just the 37th minute. Jaleta Carr stuck his leg up to try and get on it and didn't get enough on it. Kante's done well to burst around the outside of Livramento there, and then Jaleta Carr just doesn't seem to get enough of a contact on the ball, and Sterling leaping at the back post with great technique. Adds to his tally and Chelsea's, and we are 4-0 down now. Havertz, there's not much left in this first half. No! But there is enough time for Chelsea to score a fifth. This is probably soon to be my biggest defeat on FIFA 23 so far. And with the way the Southampton side are playing in this game, there might be bigger yet still to come. Bazunu makes the first save, just doesn't react in time. And João Felix buries it. And with 5 in the first half, we're getting battered everywhere we go today. Into Havertz and Pulisic. It's around the outside. Oh, and this time Walker-Peters does track the run of the man down the wing. Chilwell wins that physical encounter though. Chelsea have done that numerous times already. Just getting around the outside. It's 6 in the 51st minute. It might not just be a 9-0 incoming. It could be more. Cover your eyes. Okay. Well, this is building relatively well. Suleiman, but look at all the blue and white shirts back there in the way. Onuachu. Good save by Mendy. The first proper chance we've had to test their goalkeeper. And he's done well. Enzo Fernandez looking over the top for the run of Sterling. On a hat-trick now, of course. Somehow getting the better of Kyle Walker-Peters, not once but twice. João Felix. Cover your eyes, pal. It's not pretty. Can I get a consolation goal? That'd be lovely. Che Adams off the bench here in this one to try and do something. And he's already had more of an impact in just a few seconds. I tried for a first-time shot there. Ward-Prowse has kept it alive. Oh, lucky at the back there, Chelsea. Not that they need any luck at all. They are 7-0 to the good. Averaging a goal every 10 minutes so far, Chelsea Football Club. So we might well be in for another 9-0 drubbing. But we could have had a consolation goal there. Just no one to find. Ward-Prowse arriving. First-time shot is blocked well. And Edouard Mendy will get rid of it. Hopefully, the relegation fight this season doesn't come down to goal difference. Because if it does, we might be screwed. Lovely ball out wide to Hakim Ziyech off the bench. I don't see the foul there, if I'm honest. But now Sterling's going off for Aubameyang. Chelsea bringing on more strikers, still looking for more goals. João Felix takes it short to Chilwell. Through the gap, Aubameyang off the bench very nearly adds to the tally immediately. Gavin Bazunu may well be furious, but a couple of the goals are certainly his fault in this game. I think Alex McCarthy is going to get a start in the next episode. Don't you? João Felix, good block by Brown. Loftus-Cheek steals it away. And, well, Bazunu, to be fair to him, made a decent save there. Oh, God, I can't quite believe this. At least it's only been 2 so far in the second half. João Felix, Loftus-Cheek, Aubameyang. Havertz, well intercepted by Brown. Can't get rid of it quickly enough, though. Ziyech with the outside of the boot. And it's 3 in the second half. It's 8 all told. Ziyech. No. It's 9. It's actually genuinely 9. The delivery to Aubameyang there was sensational. Not sure about the keeper's positioning, but no marking there whatsoever. Aubameyang just drifts in to the space on his own, and it's actually 9. Literally, as Leone put in chat, at least it's not 9. Aubameyang immediately scored. Final kick of the game was the kickoff from the 9th goal. I know Southampton have a 9-0 occasionally in them in real life. Not the sort of thing I was looking to replicate in this save, though, if I'm honest. 14 shots all told for them, 9 of which went in. I think it's safe to say I need a formation change, probably. And we're also going to take Bazunu out of goal. I think that's probably a good idea, too. Musli sold to Mönchengladbach. He's probably glad to see the back of us, to be completely honest. After that performance, we are still above the relegation zone, but after 6 games, Our goal difference is -14. Yeah, it's not gone well, really, has it? Let's be honest. We're not in the relegation zone yet, but I think that last game against Chelsea just highlights the challenge that we have set in front of us here at Southampton this season. I will be changing formation for the... Oh, Bazunu's up to 72. Well, maybe that's going to change. It's not going to change anything, is it? Alex McCarthy will go in goal there. And from here on out, we'll try and get Bazunu a loan move if we can, so that perhaps he can find himself growing elsewhere and hopefully not costing me my Premier League status. I am going to change formation, probably to a 4-3-3 of some variation, but what variation, I'm not yet sure. Che Adams hasn't set the world alight. Onuachu has been my best goal scorer, but also isn't spectacular. We shall wait and see which man actually comes up trumps for us longer term. But at the minute, in the squad hub, you can quite clearly see that I only really have one striker scoring for me. Mara's goals came in the Carabao Cup, so that doesn't really count. And James Bree scored in the Carabao Cup as well, so that doesn't really count. The only man to score for me in the Premier League is Onuachu with 4 in 6. So we're having a little bit of trouble defensively. I think that's probably fair to say. Hopefully we can improve on that with a switch in formation and in goalkeeper. And in tomorrow's episode, we have beatable Bournemouth, beatable Brentford, beatable West Ham, and Newcastle is probably a write-off. But that's the first time I have ever lost a game by 9 goals. Let's hope it doesn't happen again, shall we? Christian Pulisic had his celebration right. Cover your eyes. You don't want to watch this. Hopefully, though, you'll come back and watch tomorrow. I promise, no more 9-0 defeats, right? Okay, good. I'll see you then.